19th.
Wow, November just kind of...
November went fast. November went really fast.
It's November 19th. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. Coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club right here in Levittown. The legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. On govsradio.com. That is the website. That's where you can see these shows. All the great shows here at govsradio.com. Gov's Comedy Club Radio is the Facebook page. You can see our show there. That is also the name of the YouTube channel. You can see our shows there. Lots of great shows, funny shows, political shows, cooking shows, all sorts of cool stuff.
Astrological shows.
Fun shows right here on govsradio.com. If you don't want to watch on any of those .coms, you don't want to watch on your device, you don't want to sit on your uncomfortable computer chair and stare at a 13-inch screen, you want to look at your 55-inch screen, you want to sit back on your couch, you want to rub your belly, you want to drink beer and eat hot dogs and watch TV, well, guess what? If you have a smart TV, if you have a Roku, if you have a Fire Stick, if you have an Apple TV, if you have any of those smart things, you can download an app called Boxcast on your smart TV, and then you can see all the shows. govsradio.com is on Boxcast, and you can see all of our crazy shows right there. You can sit back on your TV and enjoy all the great shows from govsradio.com. That's right, as our good friends Dr. Ken Pichel, I put the names together. Dr. Ken Don Pichel.
Dr. Ken Pichel.
I said Pichel.
Oh.
Dr. Ken Pichel. Dr. Ken Pichel and Dr. Don Sill say, "We on TV, yo!" Hope you enjoyed Don Sill last night. He was on with Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up. Great show, as always. That's right. So we're on TV. So check out Gov's Radio. And
Can you please share our show? Because I don't know, it could very well be me, but I'm having some difficulty. So please share our show because so far none of it has worked and I'm getting a little aggravated.
You want to read the edge while I do that?
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. Okay, I'll let you do it from like scratch because who knows?
I don't know what you're doing.
Maybe I'm pressing weird buttons left and right.
Left and right.
So this message is from the Roslyn Social, located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. Hoping everyone... Oh, you crossed that out. We are open for takeout, curbside pickup, delivery. And on your favorite food apps, give us a call at 516-801-4963. Say hi to Nick. Our famous cocktails and desserts. It actually says deserts. Don't go to the desert. Do not go to the desert if you want a great meal. You want to stay on Long Island and have dessert. Desserts are available as well. Thank you from the Roslyn Social North Shore Premier Rooftop Lounge. Please check out our to-go curbside menu now. Plus, they're open for everything and their food's amazing. For more than 25 years, Two Eagle Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Two Eagles Auto Body handles foreign and domestic automobiles and motorcycles using such technique and state-of-the-art paint spray booths and computer color matching. In the event of an accident, Two Eagles Auto Body has their own tow trucks. They will walk you through the process from start to finish. From tow through insurance process to return of your vehicles, we are with you. Please call Two Eagles Auto Body at 516-328-2527, located in the New Hyde Park, Long Island area. Again, we are Two Eagles Auto. Please call John Rossi at 516-328-2527. My sister Cindy used them just this month. She said everything that I said in the ad. She didn't even tell me she was calling them. She was just like, oh, I'm getting my car repaired. I'm like, oh, who'd you pick? And she's like, the Two Eagles guys. And they've been amazing. They picked up a car. They walked her through everything. She said she sat in the office and the guy did all her paperwork for her, for the insurance company. She's like, it was like, you know, having a family member help her. So, yeah, they're good people. Doesn't matter that they're in New Hyde Park. They go anywhere. Ooh, I have all of Tony's like secret work.
Oh, what the?
I'm not gonna get that pen. Well, I am. Gina can get me coffee.
Coffee.
I need coffee. Coffin. She is a licensed real estate agent. Her phone number is 631-495-7696. Gina will work so hard for you in every way possible to find you a home, to sell the home that you're in already and you want to sell. She will work so hard for you that it will make your
Head spin. You did it wrong.
Bella Vista Pizza. Bella Vista Pizza is the most amazing pizza on Long Island. Family owned. The kids work there. It's been around forever and a day. They are amazing. George is a Hicksville guy, and we went there and had pizza several times. Great pizza. We brought Mark White there. They're always like, it's like a family that's been around forever, but as soon as like cauliflower pizza came out, boom, they were there. Gluten-free, boom, they were there.
Boom.
And their gluten-free pizza does not taste like cardboard. It's good. All their pizza is really good. Their phone number is 516-433-4464, and tell them that Knockem Dead Comedy radio show sent them, and they will give you not one but 2 garlic knots. Yum. And what else do you say? Come to Governor's when we're open, and Knockem Dead Comedy does really amazing murder mysteries, which we do. Not me. But
You're blowing it.
I do the sound, and I'm really good at getting the gunshot at the right time and all the sounds. I'm amazing. I am. I'm good at it, don't you think? I'm good. I'm the stage manager. So, but these guys are the actors, and Tony wrote all the scripts, and they're really funny and entertaining, and they bring your group all together. They don't make you uncomfortable. If you want to be a part of things, you can be a part of things, and it's really funny, and you'll have a great time. And the thing that I'm most proud of being a part of it is the callbacks and the referrals. Like, people think like murder mysteries are like all cheesy, like, oh, I went to a murder mystery, and you're like, oh, I'm sorry. But these guys are completely hilarious, and they get rebooked and recommended all the time because you can't imagine how funny they are. Who am I leaving out? No.
Teespring.
Teespring. You want to buy your stuff for the holidays? Let me tell you, I've been on Amazon like all week long trying to find, stuff for my family. Go to Teespring, people. You can get masks for your favorite shows. You can get cell phone holder cover things so your phone doesn't break. You can get sweatshirts and t-shirts and underwear. Can you get underwear?
I don't know.
We may not be able to get underwear, but that'd be cool. The names are on all your favorite shows are on it. It's great. It's a great holiday gift to say, hey, this is a fun radio station, support them. And the only other thing is, it is Elizabeth's.
What?
I can't say that yet.
What's wrong?
Batipede.
Oh, so now you're getting into the show.
Yeah, it's her birthday. Well, it's the only thing that I keep thinking about, so I just thought I'd go right on. Elizabeth, who's a listener to the show. We run into her when we see comedy shows here because she loves to laugh and she's so much fun, and she's really supportive, and it's her birthday today, and she's great. So Elizabeth, I don't know if you're watching yet, but we'll probably say it again when you come on. But happy birthday. I hope your day is amazing. I'm glad it's not raining and a little chilly, so wear a sweater, but have a really, really, really good birthday. You are loved by so many, and I hope it's a fun day. Happy birthday to you. Is she watching it? I'll wait to torture her with my singing. Anyway, welcome everyone to the show. And hi Greg, hi Jeff. What?
All right, well, All right, that was awful.
Are you kidding me?
That was awful.
No, how was that awful?
You forgot, Teespring. You didn't do proper segues, and then you were just like, and it's a little.
I also didn't like stutter and mispronounce every other word in every sentence too.
Well, and
so,
I went back. I go back and.
Oh, so
and
we get to hear the stutter and the.
How
the
dare you make fun of
mispronounced word
stuttering
again.
people? Joe Biden's gonna deport you.
Because we
How
missed it the
dare
first
you.
time. Oh, you do. You'll. Oh, did I like mispronounce that? Let me go back, and then you do it again.
So what's wrong with that? Well, am I gonna leave it mispronounced?
Don't do it in the first place. You say these ads every single day. You can't say what's the word you miss all the time? Anyway, the point is, I wasn't awful.
She was awful.
I was not awful.
You forgot things.
I bet
you didn't do proper segues, and then you just
quick and speedy.
and then
to
you
the
read
point.
Elizabeth's birthday like it was an ad, and you didn't do govs.com, you didn't do govsradio.com, you didn't tell them to take a picture of themselves with their swag and send a picture. You didn't tell them they get free passes.
I bet you people are going to say, oh my goodness, thank goodness Sallie read the ads. We need more of that because it was so good and thoughtful. And
meanwhile, you're forgetting why you read the ads
amazing.
because I did all the sharing because you were lost and I took care of it.
She's amazing and Tony's stupid.
Well,
That's
we
what
all
we're
know.
gonna get.
Me being stupid is not the issue here. We all know that. That's old news.
Happy Thursday.
Happy birthday, Elizabeth. Now sing to her.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Elizabeth. We love you. You're very cool. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cha-cha-cha-cha. Stage hands.
Hello, Lorraine. Hello, Carol Miner. Elizabeth Taz is watching. Hello, Taz.
Hey, Taz.
Joan says the ads take 10 minutes, so we may as well greet everyone. Wow, we're going to fight today, man. Andrew Fremder sang happy birthday to Elizabeth. And Andy Plagano said happy birthday to Elizabeth. We have Ken Pichelle is here.
Hey, Ken.
Mike is watching. Greg, you said hello to Greg already. We have a new viewer this morning.
Who?
Henry Kissinger.
Wow. Isn't he dead? Oh,
yes.
Joe Stas.
It's Joe Stas.
Did he get another thing taken away?
Remember he said it the other day.
I know.
He's been put in jail for 30 days. So he's got a new profile. But don't tell anybody because we don't want him to get in trouble. So don't tell anybody. It's between us. What y'all need is a semi-pro, unpaid, unofficial intern to do the ads. You're absolutely right about that, Dr. Ken Pichelle.
Yeah, we can't wait to have you back. Carol Miner's watching. Happy Thursday. Okay, you can pick. I'm telling you right now. You can pick 3 of Andy Frender's things to read. So choose wisely. Just 3.
Okay, Mommy. I'll read any comments I want to read.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
I'll go la 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 in the middle of them. After the 3rd, I'm la la laing. I'm telling you right now.
You just have to be mean to somebody. You don't have a phone to hang up on Dennis, so now you're going to attack comments. You need a pill. So, Elizabeth, what are you doing for your big day today? Hopefully you're doing something fun.
Yeah, I wish a comedy
Yeah, I wish
place
there was a
open
comedy
for
show.
her.
Because, yeah, she loves going to the comedy clubs and seeing everybody. And everybody knows her and loves her.
Oh, Ken said it's always a great day when Sallie sings.
I think all that singing on Pazuzu has hurt Ken Pichelle's ears, and now he can't hear as well.
Tim Saliani's watching. Hey, Tim.
And he says reported. What the hell? Who would you? Oh, he's reporting Joe Stas. Go get him. Tim Saliani's on tomorrow night. Domestic disturbance. All my names I can't get on. I'm in jail because of a comment I made on here on Tuesday. What?
What did he say?
On here?
Well, don't say it again. Then poor Henry's gonna
Did you?
kicked off.
But you mean when you say here, you mean Gov's Radio or you mean our show?
I feel like he's saying here, but I don't remember anything bad.
Hello, Carol. No, Greg, I won't read that. All right, so real quick, just want to apologize. We've been advertising Marla Schultz, Flip the Switch with Marla Schultz, as coming on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. It didn't make it on last week, didn't make it on this week either. Marla is having some technical issues with all the shows, even major networks. You know, a lot of shows are doing their stuff like this on iPads and from their homes.
It's not easy.
It's not really easy at all. So we appreciate your patience. Give Marla some slack. Don't forget, Marla also is... she has COVID. She's on the downswing. She's starting to get back to health, but she's still not 100%. And I'm sure that has
can't taste anything. She's got like one of those symptoms, but she shouldn't like.
I'm sure that has a lot to do with it too. I'm sure her energy level is not where it needs to be. So we'll get it working. We are going to post the show she did for yesterday. We are going to post it probably tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow we're looking at tomorrow at 2. I'll know for sure tomorrow, and I'll let you guys know. But
no, I was just gonna say to like Marla, and I'll probably like text her later, like, cause she's like, oh, I messed up, I hit this button, I couldn't find that button, like Marla, you just started doing this. Like, we all had to go through this. Like, remember March and April? I was like,
yeah, we were all messed up.
Like, I was like, am I learning impaired? Like, why can't I get this stuff right? And it's a whole new world trying to do this, and especially under pressure. And don't feel bad. Yeah, don't feel bad, and please give Marla some slack. And again, we appreciate your patience. It will be on. Her show is coming. Joe says, it was on our show about the women comment. I don't remember what he said. What did you say about? I don't remember. We'll have to go back and look. Hello, Tyler. Thanks for watching. That's so funny. People like monitoring our show, saying they're just watching him. It's like the FBI is after him or something. Well, now he says he doesn't care because he'll just make up new profiles. Ooh, tough guy, Joe Stas. Tough guy. While his name is Kathy for a week. Yeah, right. Hello, Heidi. Thanks for watching. When is the Jam show so I can plan my trip to see you guys? Oh, the Jam. Wait, Jan. He wrote Jan show. Did you meet Jan? Did you mean to say Jam? Joe, we're hoping to get... We're still working on the studio here. We're trying to get the studio done. We're hoping Joe's going to be back here once the studio's done. So I don't know if you mean Jam or Jan. Jan meaning January? This studio should be up and running in January. So. Or that one singer named Jan. Jan Close? Guy? Yeah. I don't know. Tony, I've been asking for 3 days. Let me know, or you just get brownies instead of Tall House. No, I'm telling you now. What do you mean you've been asking for 3 days? This is the first time I saw him ask. What? I don't even know what you're talking about. Jeff Bosey, this reminds me of when I was in school. I was never picked for anything, and now I can't even get COVID like everybody else. Yeah, it is weird. It's weird, like, the people that are around, like, Tim, me, Carla... Mike, like, we all had it. I think one of the Steves had it, but the other guy didn't. Like, it was like, it kind of like went through the studio a little bit, but early on. And then no one really got it after that, right? You didn't get it. I didn't get it. I'm trying to think of all the shows here. I can't think of anybody else that got it from the station. Yeah. Or anybody not from the station. Well, Marla. Rich and, Bosey didn't. And your Fremder says, all right, just if you want to see all of his comments, you can just see him on stage when he's performing. I'm going to read some of his comments, don't worry. All right, so, did you see, here in New York, it's almost that time of year. The holidays are upon us. Thanksgiving's next week. Holy crap. Yeah. So they're getting ready in New York City. Okay. They brought the tree in. Oh, they're doing the tree again? They are doing the tree. And so I guess you didn't see it. No. Hello, Nikki. Thanks for tuning in. Why? What do you mean? They brought the tree in. They brought in a 75-foot tall tree from Oneonta, New York. That's upstate. Okay. Where do they normally get it from?
They usually get it from somewhere upstate.
Oh,
No,
all right,
I
okay.
take that back. I take that back. They get it from various parts of the country.
So maybe they got it from upstate because they couldn't get anything out of New York to like stay
Maybe.
safe.
When I had my house in Hicksville, they used to the trucks, depending on where they got the tree from, but it happened a few years that they would actually come through Hicksville with it.
Hicksville's a hub,
Yeah, and it's close to the expressway.
right?
So we used to see the tree every year being hauled down the highway. This one came from Oneonta, which is upstate New York. It's a Norway spruce, and when the crane lowered it into place, it didn't look.
What happened to the tree?
It didn't look very good. It didn't look very good.
What happened to the tree?
The bottom limbs appear to be bare. Its needles hung limply,
This
kind
fucking
of like
year, man.
Joe Stas, and it looked like the tree just got out of the shower. That's what one article said. It leans to one side, as if it's unsteady.
Seriously, like the like when we go and find a Charlie Brown tree, and there's always the ones that like go like that.
Well, funny you should say that, Sallie O'Neill. This tree is being called the metaphor for 2020. It's reminding many.
Did they do it on purpose? Because that's the tree, like that should signify this tree, or it just got fucked up like the rest of the year.
I personally, I don't think they've said. I'll finish this article. I don't think they've said, at least not that I saw. I'm thinking they did it on purpose.
I think that's cool.
Well, right, and that's the thing. So it's reminding everybody of Charlie Brown, the Christmas special. If you're not familiar, in the 1965 animated television special, A Charlie Brown Christmas, the meek hero finds himself depressed, even though the holiday season has begun. He sets out on a mission to find a Christmas tree for the school's nativity play. The best one he can find is a bald, wilting sapling, kind of like me. maybe this is good news to have this tree. Because anyone who remembers the Charlie Brown special knows that it ends with the entire Peanuts gang banding together to decorate the little tree, singing carols all the while. Hark the angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
Just like that.
And
If they did it on purpose, I think it's really cool.
And after singing like that, it cheered up Charlie Brown and it made his holiday special. So as it turns out, that's exactly what might be happening here. And it'll cheer us all up and get us ready to go into 2021 with smiles on our faces.
Just get everything all over with this year. Everything bad that can happen. Although I'm done with it. I'm sick of bad things.
When it's unwrapped and first put up, the branches don't immediately all snap back into place, and those are the photos you're seeing. It takes a while before it fully settles.
That's
A
true.
spokesperson for Rockefeller Center said. But anyhow, this tree has already brought some holiday cheer. Apart from everyone joining together to rag on, which has been fun. There's been people posting like crazy, people ragging on it, but it's funny. But here's a nice little sign of good things to come. So you didn't hear about any of this?
No.
All right.
I'm just reading Bosie said that it looks like the tree has COVID.
It does. All right, so here's, again, a sign that things are going to get better. They place the tree at Rockefeller Center. They start to unwrap it. And what do they find in this tree?
Murder hornets.
Secretly nestled inside.
Would that be funny if murder hornets came out and stung everyone?
That would be hilarious.
I'm just saying, it's like, fits the year.
So nestled inside this tree, which apparently was in there for the whole 170-mile journey, was a saw-whet owl. I don't know what, I guess it's just a type of owl. An owl, the smallest of its kind, that lives in the northeast. They found it in this tree after they unwrapped it. The owl was eventually taken to Ravensbeard Wildlife Center in Saugerties, New York.
Cool.
All baby owls are born in the spring, so the idea that there was a baby owl in November didn't make sense, said the Ravensbeard Wildlife Center of Saugerties, New York. We've given him fluids and are feeding him all the mice he will eat. It had been 3 days since he ate or drank anything, but so far so good. His eyes are bright and seems relatively in good condition with all he's been through.
I like this.
Once he checks in with the vet and gets a clean bill of health, he'll be released to continue on his wild and wonderful journey.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hope that that's the part that ends up being the metaphor for the end of 2020. Let's hope we all get to continue on our wild and wonderful journey starting in 2021.
That'd be nice.
It's a good sign of good things to come.
I'll never complain about anything again.
That's
I
right.
swear.
And maybe you shouldn't wish we all die on Christmas from murder hornets too, you freak.
Well, if you said what's in the tree transported from somewhere else, I'm going to go with murder hornets.
Yeah, you went with the negative.
Yeah,
Instead
because that's what this year is.
Instead of thinking, oh, maybe it was an owl. Maybe it was a happy squirrel.
I was being honest.
Maybe it was a homeless man who was sleeping and now he's going to get a home.
He had a home till his tree got chopped down.
Maybe. Oh, you know what would have been cool if they found Sasquatch in that tree. That would be a cool Christmas.
That would be fun. Yeah.
And more good news. And talking about segways and peanuts and Charlie Brown.
The only reason you talked about segways is to complain about mine.
Yeah. So now I'm trying to show you how it's done. That's a segue for getting my ass kicked. So speaking of Charlie Brown, everybody was all depressed this year because HBO Plus got the rights to the Charlie Brown specials.
Oh, is that why it wasn't going to be played?
Right. It wasn't going to be on network TV, so you couldn't see it unless you buy HBO Plus. So everybody was all depressed. Well, guess what?
You're going to talk lower? I was just guessing. I'm sorry. I want you to continue.
So good news, everybody. Good news. PBS.
Oh.
PBS is going to show the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving and the Charlie Brown Christmas.
Nice.
PBS.
What about all the other ones, like Grinch and shit? And,
Grinch and shit. Now that would be a cool
like
special.
Santa
Grinch
Claus
and shit.
is coming to town. The Heat Miser.
Shit into the bowl I did. Speaking like the Grinch.
Heat Miser, answer. Like,
I don't know.
about all that other stuff?
I don't know.
That's the stuff I like.
I don't know.
Frosty.
But I'm just happy.
Frosty 2 blows.
What'd you just say?
Frosty 2 blows.
There's a Frosty 2?
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, that's stupid. Charlie Brown Thanksgiving will play on PBS November 22nd at 7:30. That's when? This Saturday?
Yeah, that's coming up. Because today's the 19th.
So that would be Sunday.
All right. Don't look at me with that tone of voice.
Charlie Brown Christmas will air on PBS on December 13th. All right, but now, in regards to HBO Plus, there is some good news here.
They're not going to be dicks anymore?
Well, they got all the rights. They're playing the Charlie Brown. Okay. Turns out that they're also going to put together some new Charlie Brown specials. Mother's Day, Earth Day, New Year's Eve, and the first day back at school are the days, the themes that they're starting with.
Okay.
Now, HBO, if you remember, what was that, like a year ago, they put out new Bugs Bunny cartoons. And we were talking about them here, and they were good. They were good. There was that ridiculous crap of, not having guns in them. All right, but you know what? We got past that. They were good. They were well done. They looked like the old cartoons that we grew up with and love. Even, the style, the gags were very old school like that, while working in some, current flavor. I thought they were very well done. I really liked them. So I have the same high hopes for Charlie Brown. There's been some Charlie Brown specials through the years, that have come out, in later years, like in the 80s and 90s, that weren't that good. Like, they put together another Christmas special, and there were some other things. I think there's one for the 4th of July. They weren't that good.
Okay.
But I have high hopes for HBO Plus.
All right.
Maybe since it's HBO, maybe they'll be cursing and nudity. But yeah, so I got high hopes. And they're doing cartoons right now. Like, there's a new Tom and Jerry movie coming. Did you see the trailer for that?
Mm-mm.
They're mixing. It's Tom and Jerry in the old-fashioned cartoon style.
It's amazing to me that you look this stuff up. Who says to themselves, "Oh, I have Google. Let me look up Tom and Jerry." And
All right. Well, two things.
what are you,
Two
9?
things.
Are you 9?
Two things. First of all, my son sent me the link. So I looked at it because
He's
my son sent it to me.
Just as bad. I'm not going to be like,
Okay.
oh, okay.
Oh, coming
But he's
from
just as bad.
Yeah, all like 50 times a day your son comes up to you. Look. 5 minutes later. Look. And you do exactly that. You're look. And then you're in the middle of, doing your taxes or something.
Don't do it
look. Yeah, you don't tell him that. Don't do it again.
I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I actually had to have a rule with Sam after like the second stupid one that he had to run them by Kevin before he came back to me with them. And if Kevin said it was funny, I'd watch it.
All right, now the second thing. Yeah, maybe I am like a 9-year-old. That's the important stuff. What are we going to do? Would you rather talk about Donald Trump and COVID and all the negativity? No, let's talk about Tom and Jerry. Fun stuff.
Those are my choices.
Stuff
Tom
that-
and Jerry
that's
or
right.
politics.
That's right. Tom and Jerry brings the world back together smiling.
Well, I have a good story that'll make you smile that isn't a 9-year-old story when you're done.
Well, yeah, go
It's
check
a
out the
9-year-old
trailer to this
story.
Tom and Jerry movie. It looks pretty good. And it looks like,
If you have
again,
grandchildren,
that they're following,
they'll love it.
that they're keeping it kind of old school while mixing in some current stuff too. Go check it out. I think, and you're going to come back and say, "Thank you, Tony. That was
No
cool.
one is gonna
It brought
come
a
back
smile
and
to my
thank
face,
you."
and I can't wait to see this movie. Thank you. In fact, we'll all put together a group outing and we'll sit
We're
6
like
feet
all
apart from each other.
feisty today.
Children in the movie theater. I know. Well, it's your fault. I was fine. You're not. I did the edge. I'll do the edge. You sure? I want to do it.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
You said you do the abs.
Because you were bitching. I'm sorry, it's not working.
Oh, I'm just laughing at how little you're gonna have sex this week.
Yeah, I already had it this morning.
Shut up.
I'm good for the day. All right, so what do you got?
All right. Oh, should I start?
Well, no, you said you were going to say
Yeah,
something.
I got a really good story. It's
All
on will you want to read comments first?
Sure.
Because
I would love to.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Comments are coming in like crazy, I tell you. Thank you guys for hanging out with us and watching our show today. Wow, a lot of comments here.
Yeah, I saw a few of them. They're funny.
All right.
Even Fremder.
Oh, yeah? What? Why? Ken Pichelle is complaining we can't see Andy Plajanos' comments? What's that about?
I can see him.
Hello, Pete. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I see it. Which ones? They're all funny. It's a Charlie Brown tree, says Kirsten. Greg D. Filippo heard that they are decorating the Rockefeller Christmas tree with millions of Cuomo pictures, and they're hanging by his nipple rings.
Does he have a nipple ring?
I don't know.
I kind of heard that before, so I thought it was like a joke. But I
Andrew
guess it's
Frender,
not.
yes, the holidays are upon us. It reminds me of when I used to date one of the Rockettes. One night we went back to the house and I gave her the best stocking stuffer of her life. Oh, wait a minute. Now it says Joe Stas is watching with you. What?
Oh, really?
Did
It
you
doesn't
get-
say Joey?
Were you just pardoned by the president? What just happened?
Wow.
Norway spruce, that sounds like something you might smoke.
Maybe he can watch, but he can't comment or something.
It's Joan Krubiesa says this tree is worse than Charlie Brown's tree. Andy Plagano says someone banged the tree. Who banged the tree? Are you Tony? Ken Pichon wants to know if I'm knocking something that leans to one side and is unstable. I thought Sallie loves that kind of stuff. Yeah, don't let her see the tree. She'll fall
I
in love
know. I
with it.
can't wait to see that tree.
Jeff Bosey, it's a slim possibility that they picked that tree so nobody can come to the city to see it so they can practice social aggravation.
Yeah, maybe. Like, who wants to see that? Well, I would want to see. That's the tree I would want to see, because that's when I always get a real tree, but I always get a crappy, cheap tray because I think it's funny.
Just like her men.
I do. I don't want it too large because it hits the ceiling, and I just want a
Just like
crappy
her men.
one.
Too much, Andrew Fremder, too much holiday food. Give me a Charlie Brown. Andrew Fremder. Andy Plajanos, I was hoping they weren't going to air Charlie Brown Christmas.
What?
I loved the Crybabies, upset that Apple TV had it, but it wasn't being broadcast. Someone even invited me to a Facebook group to protest it.
I have them all on DVD, I think.
Now Joey Stas is watching. What in the world is going on It takes over 70 years to grow a tree. There are lots of Christmas tree farms, but they harvest them fast, and the trees for Rockefeller Center come from private homes.
Oh.
Carol says it's so cute. The owl or the tree or Sally? You and Carol should. That should be my Christmas gift. Kiss her. Andy Placenos, and nestled up under the tree, an owl. It was cute, but it has HIV.
No, it's like, and like it goes
It is that kind of year.
It goes to make a sound, and a murder hornet flies out of its mouth. I just don't trust this year.
They brought the poor thing to Saugerties. Why not Poughkeepsie or some other not Hicksville place? You're absolutely right, Andy Placenos. It's right here, just 30 minutes away, man. They should have just brought it to Hicksville, where there's definitely a bird person from Hicksville who would have saved it. Because there's everything from Hicksville. Hello, Angela. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Frosty 2 is worse than a porn parody sequel.
Yeah, it's awful. You just hope they melt. It's awful.
Frosty 2 blows. It's Keegan's street name. See, that's what I love about Saliani and Placenos, man. They're quick and they're so smart. My oldest daughter, Charlotte, pronounces HBO as Hubbo. PBS also has an adult station. It stands for Penis Boob Snatch. Hello, Bobby Santos. Nice to see you. He says, hello. Let's face it, says Andy Placenos. The only thing that is going to make Charlie Brown special interesting is a Peppermint Patty Marcy getting it on scene. That'd be cool. Amen to Tom and Jerry, says Jendi. Thank you, Jendi. Thank you. Andrew Fremder is looking forward to the Snowman movies. It reminds me of the two snowmen standing next to each other. One says to the other, do you smell carrots?
I think that was your third Fremder.
Tom and Jerry was the only cartoon my parents said we weren't allowed to watch. Why not, Andy Placenos? Why wouldn't you allowed to watch Tom and Jerry?
Yeah,
a movie outing. A movie out. Saliani wants to do the movie outing. Hello, Mary. Thanks for tuning in. Wow, says Carol Miner. We may need to push the reset button on today. No, we don't. You two need my brownies bad, says Captain Jack. COVID has unacceptably impacted the ads, says Ken Pichelle. You're absolutely right, Ken Pichelle. We can't wait for you to come back and read these ads because we both suck at them. We should all make secondary accounts with variations of Joe Stas in the name. That will show Facebook.
All right, so I got a story about it's about George Clooney.
Oh yeah?
Have you heard anything this week about him?
I haven't heard anything about George Clooney in a long time. I do know he's got a movie coming out, but that's all I know. Elizabeth says thank you and says we're awesome. Thank you, Elizabeth. So are you.
Happy birthday, Elizabeth.
Yes.
Sorry I had to sing for you. It was in love.
All right, so what about George Clooney?
George Clooney. So this is a story that was like back in 2014, but he never confirmed that it was true.
That he's gay.
No.
That he has 2 illegitimate children.
No.
That he moved after Donald Trump was elected.
No. I think he does spend a lot of time in Italy.
That he's a woman.
No.
That he hated being on The Facts of Life.
I don't know about that. I would have.
I would have too.
Yeah.
Although I would have liked being on Roseanne. He was on Roseanne for a while.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Wasn't he dating Jackie or something?
Yeah.
Nice.
He was Weinstein by John Goodman on the set of Roseanne.
What? I don't want that in my head. No.
That's what he said. I don't want my head in that.
All right. Anyway, good story about George Clooney.
Oh, it's a good story. Good.
Yeah. So it was actually a year before he got married to his beautiful bride, to the day, and he hadn't even started dating her yet. So it's really kind of a cool story that the same day this happened was the same day, just completely by coincidence, he got married. I'm just going to read it. It's a really good story, and it's short, so don't worry. George Clooney has finally confirmed that he once gave his 14 close friends $1 million each.
No kidding.
Yeah, he did it way back. So he said, and he's always everyone's always kind of denied it, but he said the actor's close friend and business partner first relayed the story. he said him and his wife had just met, George Clooney's wife just met, but they weren't really dating at all. I was a single guy. All of us were aging. I was 52 or something, and most of my friends were older than me. And I thought, what I do have are these guys who, over the period of 35 years, have helped me in every single way. And he listed all the ways that his friends had helped him. He said they helped me when I needed help over the years, and I've helped them over the years too. We're all really good, close, great friends. And I thought, you know what? Without them, I don't know that I would have any of this. And we're all really close, and I just thought basically that if I ever got hit by a bus, they're definitely going to be in my will. And then I thought, so why the fuck am I waiting to get hit by a bus? So Clooney got his van with florist painted on the outside of it.
With what painted?
Florist, like flowers.
Like he was tricking them.
Yeah. And picked up cash from a location in Los Angeles, and alongside a couple of security guards that were shitting themselves, he said, the actor stuffed 14 suitcases full of $1 million each in Ocean's 11 style. After getting the money together, Clooney said that he asked his friends to come over the next day. He said, I just held up a map and I just pointed to all the places that I got to go in the world and all the things I've gotten to see because of them. And then I said, how do you repay people for that? And then I said, well, I could give them $1 million. And the fun part about it was that a year later, it was the 27th, 28th of September, that was the same day that I had gotten married. George said, I want you guys to know how much you've meant to me and how much you mean to my life. I came to Los Angeles. I slept on your couch. I'm fortunate in my life to have all of you, and I couldn't be where I am today without you. So it's really important to me that while we're all still together, I give back. And so open the suitcase. So they were all just in shock. And then, and he said, and I want you to know that I already paid the taxes on all of it. One friend was working in a bar in Texas at an airport trying to support his family. He rides a bicycle to work every day. I mean, these guys took care of George, and now they're giving back. Gerber, I guess he's married to Cindy Crawford. That's one of his friends. That's one of them. And he said, he goes, I didn't want anything to do with it. So I pulled George aside, and I said, I'm absolutely not taking $1 million from you.
Yeah, he's got plenty of money if he's married to Cindy Crawford.
But he said immediately, George said, I just have one more announcement to make. If Rand doesn't take the $1 million and keep it, no one gets it. That was like the end of that. But yeah, so it's just I thought it was like a cool story.
All right, I two thoughts.
Don't ruin this happy story. All right, go ahead.
I'm sure so a year later he gets married.
Yeah.
Then she hears about this, and she's like, "What the fuck?"
Nope.
She's like, "That was my money, man."
As much as I like her, as much as I like him, I like her as much.
Notice how he waited all these years, because she was probably like, "Did you? No, honey, no, I don't know what you're talking about. It's just a rumor."
No, it's.
And now after all this time, I think they've had a kid or two.
I think they have little twins.
So now he probably raised some more money since. So now he's probably like, yeah, and now he can go public.
Now he'll announce it.
My other thought are the 14 friends. Well, maybe 13 since Cindy Crawford's husband doesn't need it. But the other, like the bartender who rides a bike, he was probably like, all these years, when the fuck is George going to give me something after everything I fucking did for him? I'm riding a freaking bicycle to work. Yeah. I can't even afford a car. He can't give me $500 to buy a freaking Chevette scooter.
I wonder if people think that. Like, I remember seeing, who's the one in the Ocean's 11 movie?
George Clooney.
No, the girl.
Julia Roberts.
Yeah. So I remember seeing Julia Roberts on Oprah once, and she was talking about like Oprah had this show about, oh, my best friend Gail, and everyone else has best friends too. So Julia Roberts was on with her best friend, who they've been friends forever, and like Julia Roberts never when she got her first house, which is just this normal house in a normal neighborhood, she never updated. Like it was just she wanted to stay really grounded. But this lady is like she's working full time. She doesn't get to see her kids because she's working like crazy. And I'm like, you ass, give her $1 million so that she could spend time with her kids. Like no one wants. Like I would.
So did she?
No, I don't know what she did, but that was
Stupid Julia Roberts.
yeah. That's was Julia Roberts and this lady's claim to fame, was that they just stayed friends and finance was never talked about. But if I were Julia Roberts, I would be like, dude, quit your job and see your kids. Like, you know, but I don't know. But I like that. I like if you're going to give money out and you don't need it, give it now to people that need it. You know?
And or at least give them a good job. Like I'll pay you $150,000 a year. You be my driver.
Yeah.
I'll pay you $150,000 a year. You be like Schwarzenegger used to have a guy that just carried a cigar, and whenever Schwarzenegger was ready, this guy was here you go. You know, I bet you that guy was making like $250,000 a year.
Why? Because it was a friend of his, or was it some like young kid?
Well, I have no idea, but it was important to Arnold. So I'm just saying, I bet you Arnold paid him well. So,
right.
But I would give a job like that to my friend.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But why 14? Is it just he just looked at it like he just counted up the people that helped him, and it turned out to be 14?
Well, that's what Andy just said. Andy said, "What about his 15th best friend?
Right.
What about that guy?"
That guy was like, or the person that just let George stay there for one night. He's like, damn, if I just let him stay for a week. You know, I guarantee there's that one guy out there who's like, George, look, my wife, you know, doesn't want you around. You smell because, you know, she thinks you're a bum because you're just some wannabe actor. I'll let you stay for the night, but then you got to go, you know, because then she's going to kick my ass. That guy's probably
yelling
bitching
at
at his wife.
right
You
now.
bitch! So number 15 is about to commit suicide. That's a cool story.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was fun.
We kind of experienced that.
We did?
Well,
we give or got?
We got.
Oh.
Remember a few hosts from Here It Goes Radio. During the summer they gave us a gift card for all the hard work, because it was when COVID first happened. We were scrambling trying to figure out how we were going to continue the shows.
Yeah.
And Mike O'Toole too, of course. Mike O'Toole, you know, he did all the tech stuff, getting everybody set up to do their shows however they were going to do them. And we were scrambling, you know, setting up scheduling and how this is going to work, and you know, even, you know, helping people like Don Sill, who had to completely change the format of his show to make it work during this time like this. So yeah, some of the hosts got together and gave us both and Mike gift cards.
Because that is something that I like about like us. We're definitely people that are at beck and call when someone needs something. Like I just think, like aside from the radio station, I like that about you and I. If you need something, you know,
not $1 million. We don't have it.
Yeah.
All right. Ken Pichelle wants to be my driver for $150,000 a year. When I can afford to do that, Ken, you're on. Actually, I think I promised it to Eric once too.
That Eric could be your driver?
Yeah. Actually, no, Eric I think was going to be my cigar guy. Joe Murphy I think was going to be my driver. Let's see. Ken Pichelle pointed out that an Andrew Fremder PBS comment made you laugh out loud. Oh, Andrew Plajanos says his parents said Tom and Jerry was too violent. But you guys watched it anyway.
But what about like Roadrunner? That's pretty violent. Everyone's always getting hit by something.
Yeah, all those Looney Tunes, yeah.
All the Acme, you know.
Hello, Denise. Thanks for watching. Is George Clooney pulling a Bruce Jenner? Let's see. George Clooney gave his friends $1 million each. That's what he's trying to cover up. Hello, Basil. Thanks for tuning in. It's okay if nobody laughs at my jokes, says Fremder, because I actually happen to be opening a Sense of Humor store.
Is that a Fremder? What did I say? Stop.
Jendi says that's a lovely story. Thanks for sharing, Sallie.
You're welcome. I liked it too. I read it last night. I was like, you know what? I just happened to come across it. And so then this morning I was like thinking about what to talk about. And I kept thinking about that story. I'm like, I'm going to talk about that story. And I just wanted to read it because it was just short and well done. And I'd just mess it up if I did it on my own.
Hello, Peter. Thanks for watching. Hello, Mike. And hello, Louie. I don't know if I can say last names. I don't know if people are at work or not.
Yeah.
We say the names of our loyal viewers, the people who are on every day, because we know they're safe. But Louie, are you a Hicksville guy? I knew a guy with that name in Hicksville.
Yeah.
Andy Pajanos' friends and him used to say that if any of us ever got famous, we would hire each other. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Ken Pichel wants to be my driver, and he will stop at great food places. I'll tell you when to stop and where to stop.
You don't want to. He's a tyrant. You don't want to work for him.
You stop at McDonald's, you stop at All American, you stop at Carvel.
Once a week, I think about bringing out the union rat.
You talk when I tell you to talk.
Tyrant.
The union rat.
Tyrant.
Should we? She's bringing that up because I asked her if we should do our show the day after Thanksgiving.
I said, sure, if you don't mind me pulling out the expandable union rat, putting it in front of you. What? It can't be a friender.
It is a friender, and I'm reading it. Julia Roberts is so hot. I would love to make her my prostitute. I would give her my Richard so hard she would gear all over the place. That's funny. Ken Pichel, Nikki Singh was going to ask for the job of driver. I have other. Tim Saliani had to talk Don through OBS. He pays well. Andy Pajanos spends his money on his entourage.
We're worth more than $1 million to Captain Jack.
Wow, look at what? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Jack. Yeah, see, I said that, Greg. I just wondered if it's the same guy. Thank you for tuning in. Where'd that name go? Ignazio? Iggy? Thanks for tuning in. Tim Saliani, I'm in the 14. I already used my free Frosty coupon.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Posey, all I get from Rich is shit about Pazuzu. I got to make friends with Clooney. All right, Andy, friend is talking about farting. All right. Should we?
Oh, it's like almost time. So you got a quickie story?
Oh, we got plenty of time.
I got one story left, but I could wait till tomorrow. And then what do you got?
I got something I want to do right now.
Am I in trouble?
Yes.
I knew it.
Well, you knew this was coming.
Always in trouble.
I told you I was going to talk about this
blah, blah, blah.
today. Yeah, of course you
blah.
are. Well, what kind of name is that? Eoj? EOJ?
Nice.
Oh, I know. Look at it. Still waiting? Still waiting?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Read it backwards.
Go Staz backwards.
Oh, don't tell anybody.
Oh, sorry.
Hello, Jimmy. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, you're definitely in trouble. You knew I was bringing this up today.
No, I don't.
Yes, you did. I told you I was bringing this up
Well, I
today.
don't know what you're saying yet.
Well, everybody, we have a dilemma. We have a huge problem in our life, in our relationship, in our love. Sallie
Yeah?
has a boyfriend.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead. Yeah. Would you like to
It's
talk about?
totally
See, look
true.
how giddy
totally
she gets.
True. It's so funny.
So her son Sam works at a restaurant,
He's a busboy.
and every once in a while he's been telling us that because we go to this restaurant,
We love this place.
The food is fantastic. It's basically just one of your corner pubs, but it's like a little step up from that.
It's the best place. It's
The
awesome.
food there is fantastic.
Like 70s music. It's like fantastic.
And it's
I love it.
It's not like a fancy Italian restaurant. It's just your typical American grill.
Yeah.
But it's just really good food.
Cheap, good food.
And it's the staff is the staff is good. It's just a good corner galley in Massapequa.
Family owned.
Been around for
ad. I'm gonna
40
go
years.
I'm gonna give him a bill.
So we go there. So we noticed one day that some of the kitchen guys were coming out of the kitchen and they were looking at the table there. And I remember even saying to you, I think that one guy is checking you out.
Well, earlier, like in the year, because like Sam got a job. Like we've been going there for a long time. Then Sam's like, oh, I really want to get a job somewhere. I'm like, you should. Restaurant work is great to like learn customer service. You make good money for a kid. It's a great place for your kid to get work. So I was like, why don't you apply at the Corner Galley? So we got a job, and one day, one of the cooks, maybe two, maybe just one, was sitting outside. So I walked by, and Sam always says, because when you're the busboy, you have like a good working relationship with all the cooks and kitchen crew, because they're, you're always bringing bus tubs to them, and they tease the bus boys endlessly. They've got nothing else to do but to annoy the bus boys. Like, I've worked in a bunch of restaurants, and it happens all the time. So I know what Sam's going through. He's like, they tease me all the time, but in a good way. So I looked at this one guy, and he just, like, looked like one of the guys that would give Sam a hard time. So it's just like, hey, how are you? And he's like, some white lady's talking to me. Like, this looked like... And I go, I'm Sam's mom. I just want to say hi. And then and then the Jan Brady Hart's, like, where Marsha Brady Hart's came flying out of his head. Mm-hmm. And seriously.
So once in a while, Sam would come home and say, "Hey, that guy, asked
Jorge, whatever
he asks a lot how my mom is, and tell her I said hi." So this week, Sam said that again. Whoever he is, whatever his name is.
But can I interrupt again? Like, we went there to have, like, we went to lunch there. We went there with Gina, and all of a sudden, like we're sitting there eating lunch, like, a couple of weeks ago, and I look out of the corner of my eye, I see, like, the kitchen guy, like, out, like, who comes out of the kitchen when you work in the kitchen? And he's just standing there like this.
Why don't I remember that?
I'm like, he's looking like just...
Was that when I went out to the car to get something?
No.
I don't remember that at all.
Oh, really? And I'm like...
Okay. So this week, Sam comes home and says, this guy, do we know his name? We don't, right? So he says, the guy asked me again how my mom is, and tell her I said hi. And he asked me to let you know that from now on I have to refer to him as the handsome cook in the kitchen. So then Sam comes home the next day. He says, the handsome cook in the kitchen says hello. And this is what we get.
That's really gay.
You're gay. Girls that I was just close friends with in high school had nothing romantic going on. And who's that? Why does she want to talk to you? You're gonna go catch up. You're gonna get together and catch up. No way.
No.
You're a prick. You're a womanizing player. But now the handsome cook in the kitchen.
When I go to a private lunch with him and catch up, then we'll talk.
Oh, it's coming. Oh, so I went to lunch today. Oh, sorry you weren't around today. I had nowhere else to go with Gina for lunch. We just picked the Corner Galley, and the handsome cook came out. And we waved to each other and we talked. And his name is
Enrico.
Enrico. And he's a really nice guy, and I'm going to go there next week. He's going to make me something that I really like. I told him what I like, and he's going to make it for me. And he's got a 18-inch penis. He's a very nice guy. I think you'd really like him. I think you really like him. I think you should come and meet Enrico. Oh, Sam.
You really should do like the gay roles in your murder mysteries. You'd be good at it.
I'll just picture Sallie being wooed by Enrico.
So that's the one thing you had to get out. You're
going to say that to Enrico soon, too.
Yeah. I don't know his name. I don't know his real name.
That's the one thing you had to get out. Let me help you with that. Thank you for that great lunch.
Oh, look at the time.
Oh, there's plenty of time. Speaking of Sam, can I just share this story with what he said last week?
Sure.
It was one of the funniest things I think I've ever heard in my life. We went out to dinner, Sallie and I and her two brats. We went out to dinner, and then we got back in the car to go home. And I don't remember how we got into it, but Sam started talking about... We're in the car. I haven't started the car yet. I mean, we just got in the car. Sam and Kevin are in the back. I don't remember how we got into it, but Sam starts talking about how he was watching something with this great scene in it. Where
What was it? You don't remember what it was?
I have no idea, but I can't say what the show was because that gives it away. That ruins the punchline at the end.
Okay.
But he goes, so he's describing whatever the scene was, and he's like, man, that was some great acting by that guy when he did this and he handled that, and he was like, man, that was really some great acting.
You're right. It doesn't matter.
And he doesn't say the actor's name or anything, so I don't know what he's talking about, and I didn't recognize the name of the show. So he says, yeah, that was some great acting. And there's a little pause, and then you hear Kevin in the back. It's a cartoon!
It was like some anime.
At that point, it was an anime show, right? I could not even start the car because there was no way I was able to drive for about 30 seconds. I was crying. I was laughing so hard.
It was even worse because he was like, I've seen him do other scenes, but this one.
Right.
Like, that's what was so funny about it. It's like, normally, I'm not going to say that normally he's not great, but in this particular scene, it kind of reminds me of like Stand By Me. What was that? Lean on Me? What's this? Stand By Me, right?
Well, there's both.
The movie we just saw.
Stand By Me.
When they're arguing about like who can beat who in a fight, and one's like, "Well, Mighty Mouse can't win. He's a cartoon. Superman's a real guy." Like, kind of reminds me of that.
So that cracked me up. All right, so I just felt like sharing that and making fun of your son. All right, so I'll read some comments and then we'll call it a day here.
And then tune in tomorrow for Sallie's Red Rocket story.
Oh, that's right. Ken Pichot will tolerate Mickey D's for the joy of All American and Carvel. You're on, Ken Pichot. What does that say, Greg DeFilco? Make Bosie eat a McRib. Oh, yes. We do have to do that. Let's see. Danny Plajanos. I thought today was going to be Jessica Kirson and Tony's Phone Company People Meet Famous People episode. We never did either one. I still have my list of the phone company people meeting celebrities. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Sallie's Red Rocket story and phone company people meeting famous people. All these plugs are great. Plugging also makes for a great... You guys make me laugh. We're in lockdown at the moment, so you guys are a good fix, says Jendi. Thank you, Jendi.
You're
Jendi's
welcome.
You're in England, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we've heard that you guys are quarantined again. Crazy. That's funny. A chef with an 18-inch penis, that's definitely worth a meet and greet, says Andy Fremner. That's funny. Now she just won't laugh to make a point.
I won't. I'll only laugh
Awful.
the first 3.
Awful. You're disgusting. You're horrible. You're so mean. I'm
not
sorry,
mean.
Andrew Fremder. I'm sorry. Thank you guys for tuning in with us today, hanging out with us today. Have a great day. Happy birthday, Elizabeth. Today is Thursday, so we have Georgia tonight at 6:30, Soul Space. Greg and Graz and Limo Talk at 9:45 with all their fun stuff.
The gang.
We will see you tomorrow back here at 11 o'clock. Sallie's Red Rocket story. And maybe we'll finally get to our phone company meeting famous people story. Sallie, Jeff Bosie has no interest in hearing about a dog getting excited tomorrow.
Yes, you do, Jeff.
Yeah, there's a little more to it than that we'll be able to make fun of Sallie with. And of course, now you can let your imaginations run wild with that one. Georgia's Soul Space tonight, 6:30. Limo Talk at 9:45. Sallie and I are back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.